What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I just wanted to give a little insight on how you can take $100 and turn it into 15 or 20 or even more RC cars if you're willing to just put in just a little bit of effort. I'm going to give you a little story about how I got all of my cars built up. And without boring you with just a bunch of talk, I figured we would run the old belly dragger just through the woods here a little bit while I kind of give you a heads up on what I done. What I done was I started about 4 or 5 years ago. I had $125, and I knew that with $125 there was no way that I was going to be able to get, you know, the RC car or cars for that matter that I wanted. So what I did was I got on Marketplace and I started looking and trying to see, you know, what I could find in that price range. And I was able to find a Traxxas Slash 2-wheel drive that said that it ran but did not have a transmitter nor a receiver. So I went ahead and bought the car. Like I said, it was $75 is what the guy wanted for it. I went ahead and bought it, and I had $50 left after buying that car. So I continued to look on Marketplace, and I ended up finding a cheap transmitter and receiver. I think it was a cheaper Fly Sky, and I went ahead and I purchased that Fly Sky transmitter and receiver. I ended up giving $30 for that transmitter and receiver, to be exact. And after that, you know, I had $20 left. Well, I found a gentleman that had some used batteries, lipos for sale, and he had a 2S lipo, and he was asking $15 for it. So I went ahead and I bought that lipo. Well, when I bought that lipo, I put it in the car. Lo and behold, it ran. So there, already for $125, I had a 2-wheel drive Traxxas Slash. Now, it was brushed. I took that car and I reposted it on Marketplace. Now, mind you, this was about four or 5 years ago, and I priced it for $200. The gentleman that bought it from me jewed me down to $175. But I knew that at that $175 I was making a $50 profit. So I went ahead and I sold that Slash for $175. Well, when I sold the Slash, I got back on Marketplace. I also looked at Craigslist and everywhere, and I found 2 RC cars. Guy wanted $150 for them. They both had motors, they had radios, they had everything, but he said that they had been sitting for a while and he didn't know if they even ran anymore. So I took a gamble and I went ahead and bought those. One was a Fortec with a Pro 15 engine motor. The other one was the Rustler that had the 2.5 on it, not the 2.5R, just the standard 2.5. So I went ahead and purchased that one as well. I got them home. The next day, I took the motors off of them, stripped the cars completely apart, cleaned them, freed up any bearings that were bad, cleaned the motors real good with starting fluid, and put them back together. And I also, he had about almost a half a gallon of fuel, and I put the motors back together, put them back on the cars, put fuel in them, and fired them up. They did run. One of them fired out a glow plug after it ran a couple of, you know, I made a couple of circles with it and it fired the glow plug out. So I took one car and turned it into 2. In return, I priced both of those cars for $250 a piece, advertised them as running, but one needed the glow plug. whenever I done that, I posted them up. They both sold within 3 or 4 days of each other. So I took the one car, turned it into two. And that's basically what I done. I just kept on flipping those cars, you know, over and over and over. I took the money out of the one that I sold, and then I bought a couple more that needed work, you know, or that were just marked real cheap. Then I took the money from the other one when I sold it, and I upgraded the two that I bought. Brushless motors, better radios, you know, that sort of thing. And that made it to where I was able to get more money out of that. So, long story short, I think you see where I'm going with this. What I done was, you know, just took one and continuously flipped it until I have all the cars that I have now. I can show you pictures of the messages where I've spoke with other people about, you know, getting RC cars real cheap that has, you know, problems or something wrong with them or whatever. So I mean, it still can be done. I mean, I still do it daily. I'm always on there looking for the, you know, the next thing. Yes, I do buy new cars and trucks as well. But for, you know, for those that want to get into this, you know, and they don't have a whole lot of funds to spend, it doesn't really require a whole lot of funds. It just requires a little bit of patience and a little bit of know-how. And all you got to do is, like I said, get on there and find one, you know, fix it, you know, put very little into it, and then turn around and sell it, and just keep doing that over and over and over and over and over. And then, you know, now I have an Armor Limitless V1, I have the V2, I have, you know, an X-Max 8S, I've got, you know, a few crawlers, rustlers, slashes, drag slash. I mean, I've got several cars, lots of drift cars as well. And all of these are in part of, you know, me only starting with $125. You just got to have some patience and, you know, wait. You might look today and there's nothing on there. But tomorrow you might look and, you know, there'll be 5 or 6, you know, deals on there. It's just something that, you know, you've just got to, you know, to be patient with and look, and you will find what you're looking for. I can promise you that. But anyway, guys, like I said, I just wanted to make this little short video just to kind of, you know, explain how, you know, I was able to do that, and I know you can do it as well. I hope this helped some people. If it only helped one person, it was worth the effort to, you know, make this video. Also, if you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button. We'd love to have you. Also, smash that bell, turn on notifications so you know when I do post videos like this. Also, a big update on our speedrun car. We did go today and speak with our local airport. They are going to allow us to run the speedrun car on the airport, so that is fantastic news. They give us the taxiway to use at our discretion whenever we need it. So it's I think 5,200 feet is the full length. So that's fantastic for us. So be watching for that video as well. We are going this Sunday to go ahead and do our first 4S run, and then, you know, we're going to go ahead and do an 8S run as well, kind of see where we're at and kind of start getting the car dialed in. We're actually having some fantastic weather the next 4 or 5 days. It's going to be 77, I think, Sunday, so it's going to be beautiful, beautiful weather. But yeah, guys, like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, remember, it's only a toy. Make it yours.